Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a Mitsuri showcase. The pink-haired chick from Demon Slayer. So she is the Valentine's Portal secret. I managed to get her like 2 days ago, but I was trying to grind for her Evo item, and I was also grinding Anime Royale and Anime Vanguards. So here's the video for that, which I also have a video for Anime Royale coming out here soon. Your boy may or may not have gotten the 0.05% Funny Valentine and 150 pools. So yeah, look forward to that. So let's get into this video. So let's go ahead and actually Evo her. So I got her Evo item. I already rolled stats, and I actually rolled on her. So I'll just put that rolling clip down below. Actually, not down below. It's going to be in this video right after this. Oh, here we go. Ooh, Avatar. Alright, so that's the re-rolling part of it. But yeah, so let's get into this Evoing. So I'm going to search her up. Mitsuri. Her name in the game is Love Breather. So let's go ahead and Evo her. So she's going to take 25 Legendary Shards, a Love Sword, 50 Rare Spirit Shards, 30 Epic Spirit Shards, 250 Nature Essence, and 20 Mythic Shards. One thing I've noticed about this last 2 updates is everything costs just an absurd amount of Essence. Now, I have a ton of Essence, okay? So that's not an issue for me. But, if you guys don't have stockpiles like I do, when I do my daily spins, 4 out of the 5 spins is usually Essence or Mythic Spirit Shards, and that's why I have so much of both. But if you guys, it's probably a little bit of a headache to be able to grind all this Essence if you don't get lucky from your daily spins to get it all the time. So, I feel like they should decrease this down to at least maybe 150, because 250 is what? How many Purgatory Nature Stick, caverns is that? That's quite a bit, isn't it? So yeah, I know you guys can grind all of them at the same time, but the fact that, it's 250 is quite a bit, so. But yeah, that's one thing I've noticed that they've done with the past 2 updates is everything's just super high in Essence. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and Evo her. Dude, this Evo animation thing that they did is so clean. I'm so happy they did it. They took the idea from AA and AV, because they do that in there, but it's cool. It's cool. You know what? I like how they all just share some ideas. I know you guys may think it's copying, but Anime Vanguards came out with the unit manager, and now ALS and all these tower defense games have them. Yeah, they're copying each other, but it's making each game better, and it's making it more competitive, I guess. Am I for copying people? No, I would hope they use their own ideas for it, which I kind of hope ALS does, add their own gimmick to it, which they haven't yet. But Anime Reborn, when it first came out, they added the auto upgrade gimmick to it, right? So they added their own spin to it, right? Now ALS does have the auto upgrade, but they don't really have their own spin to it. So I was kind of hoping they would add some auto ability button in the thing, or an ability button where you press it on the top right of the unit, it would automatically pop the unit's ability or something, right? Something like that. So yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for, but it's fine, I guess. But it just makes the game better. So, but yeah, so I do have double S damage on Mitsuri, triple S range, and triple S SPA. Let's get into the showcase, and I'll see you guys in the Infinite. Alright guys, so we are in this Infinite. I'm going to go ahead and place her down. So she does cost 850 to place, and she is hybrid on placement, which is really good. She is nature, so she could be a kind of like mid-game, like mid-round unit, because, you know, she's not like you can place early, like, you know, Yor costs 650, Benimaru 600, so you can place them pretty early on. 850, you probably could place Wave 2 if you have Idle with either Entrepreneur or Glitched. For example, mine on placement, if I sell my Idle real quick, gives me 1,000 cash on placement, so I could actually bring Idle and place her Wave 1, so it should be a good starting point for me. I believe with Entrepreneur, you can get like $800 with Idle with the Soul Prosperous Wishes on her as well. So I definitely recommend that. Now, if you don't have Idle with Entrepreneur Glitched, you probably can't place her Wave 2. But if you guys do, she would be a really good starting unit because she is hybrid. Now, she does do Hemorrhage on placement, which is really good. Now, keep in mind, I do have Avatar on her, so it's giving her a 550% damage buff. And yeah, so let's go ahead and look at her passes real quick before we get into anything. So, Love Chain. So, each time Love Breather attacks an enemy, she deals plus 5% more damage every time she hits the enemy, cap of 30% more damage. Well, that's pretty good. I think it's kind of lackluster, but, you know, it's decent. It's decent. It's nothing to boast about, but yeah. So let's go ahead and upgrade her. So she does have a super low SPA, which I like, and she does do quite a bit of damage. Now, she is level 1, so take everything here and you multiply it by 3.15, I believe is what you want to multiply her damage by. So she would do what, roughly 700,000 on placement, level 85, I believe. So that's really good as a starting unit with a 2 SPA, almost. Well, actually, it's like a 3 SPA, but that's really good for a starting unit. So let's go ahead and upgrade her. So pretty much for this attack, her damage just goes up. And while we're on it, I'm actually going to change my game speed to 1 time and turn on some effects real quick so we can see what kind of her like attacks look like. Ooh, that's pretty clean. Hold on, let's spectate this. So she does like a jumping slash attack. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. I think they could have done better with it, but, you know, it's not too bad for the first attack. So let's go ahead and upgrade her again. And she kind of just gains damage until she gets the next attack. And she also gains a little bit of extra range. And then she gets this next attack called Swaying Affection. So if you guys aren't sure about, or haven't watched or read Demon Slayer, she is the Love Hashira, which would, you know, this name kind of goes into play with it, because Swaying Affection, you know, love type thing. So, you know, this attack is kind of related to it a little bit. So let's go ahead and do this next upgrade. So she just gains damage, her SPA goes up by a little bit, and her range goes up by a little bit. So let's go and do that. We'll see her attack changes at all. Oh, it does. What in the world is this? Hold up. What did she do? Oh, wait, that's actually dope. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up. Nah, they cooked with this animation. The first one was very lackluster, but like, okay, this is clean. This is clean. Oh, okay. The only thing actually, I kind of wish they put like the actual like spinning effect on her when she swings her sword, because it looks so out of, it looks like, you see how it's on the left? I don't know if they intentionally did that to make it look like it's on the unit or on the enemies, but I don't know, it just looks a little funky to me. But the actual effects are dope. That's clean. They cooked with that one. And she's a circle AoE. She was a circle AoE before, and she's still a circle AoE, so keep that in mind. I don't think she gains any passive. She doesn't. Cool. And, you know, just like her previous upgrades, she just gains some more damage for these next few upgrades. She's doing quite a bit of damage. I mean, 9 million every 3 seconds, and she's level 1 with Avatar. And she's doing Hemorrhage as well, which is adding an extra 13 million damage on top of it. So let's go ahead and get this next upgrade. So it's called Showering Love. So back what I said, she's the Love Hashira, so it makes sense. Especially for the Valentine's update, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do this upgrade. So she becomes full AoE. Ooh, full AoE with Hemorrhage? Maybe she's like a Guts replacement, besides that he's like dark and she's nature. Wait, this may be clean. Do I like this attack? Nah, it's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. This attack animation mid. The previous one though was clean. Actually, nah. It's okay. If I was going to rate it out of 10, I'm maybe like a 5 out of 10. The previous one was like an 8 out of 10. That was clean. This one, meh, not so much. But she does just gain some more damage, and I believe this is her last attack. Believe so. She still does have hemorrhage, like I said. She may be a guts replacement. So let's go ahead and just upgrade her a few more times. She just gains damage, a little bit extra range, and her SBA stays the same. And now for her last upgrade, she does gain a new ability called Swordsman Mark. And what this does is it self-buff the damage by 50%, deal 50% more crit damage, and gain cripple effect for 90 seconds. And upon activation, also slow all enemies on map by 15%, stacks with all other slows for 35 seconds. So if you guys have like a full AoE, let's say, for example, I believe the Time King or Julius from Black Clover, he is a full AoE slow. So when he applies that slow to people, if you pop this ability, it will stack on top of it, so it'll make them even slower, which is really cool. I believe it also works with like Gojo, like Infinity, Rukia's like Ice thing. So I mean, this will be really good for like as a support unit. So maybe she's not really a guts replacement, but she's kind of like a mid DPS to support unit type character. Now she is nature, so she would be really good for a nature team since she is full AoE. You could bring her to your elemental caverns. Now, keep in mind she is level 1, so you multiply it like 3.15 times, and I do have Avatar on her. So we're looking at over 100 million damage plus the hemorrhage. So hemorrhage would be another like 130 probably on top of that. So she's doing close to like 300 million damage full AoE every 4 seconds. And if you get your skill tree up, you probably can get that down. But compared to the other units, she's kinda not great. If you think of like DPS standpoint, like the one I have right here, she does over 1 billion damage max upgrade, but she is ground only, which is the downside. But it's like over 1 billion damage, like, is crazy. So maybe it's because I just don't have her maxed yet, but like she seems a little mid to me. Let's go ahead and pop this ability to see if it does anything. Oh, I like the little effect when you clicked on it. It has like the hard set popped out. That's clean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, nothing really changed. Just the same. We'll see if she gained any more passive. Oh, that's just the ability. Yeah, so she didn't really gain anything else. But yeah, she's a good support unit, mid DPS, really good starter unit. So if you guys can get her, I would recommend her as a starter unit. But compared to the other units of the update, she's mid. Would I put her on my team? Probably not. I have better nature units I could bring. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for like an early game, late game support unit, like early game unit that's nature, that's hybrid, use her, or a late game support, use her. But if you're looking for someone that just does stupid damage just a nature, I wouldn't recommend her. I would recommend going after like Wukong or even though yours ground only, the fact that she just does over 1 billion damage and like with her bleed and everything is just absurd, bro. So yeah, I mean, if you guys can get your hands on her, recommend it. She is going to be, I assume, exclusive to the Valentine's update. I don't think they're ever going to re-release her. So if you guys can get multiple of her, you may be able to trade them in the future. I don't usually trade in ALS. So I don't know too much about the trades and values and stuff like that. But yeah, so if you guys are able to get your hands on her, recommend it. But I wouldn't fret if you don't get her. It's more of just a flex, in my opinion. Now, she would make a good nature unit, like I said. So if you guys are, like, need a good starter nature unit, go for her. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. I plan on doing that funny Valentine video, maybe today or tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.